Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United, and it's a match preview from me. Today we play Sunday at 2 o'clock against Nottingham Forest. Leeds United going to Nottingham and, facing them for the first time in the Premier League for quite some time. And at the moment I'm recording this as it's sort of half time in the games on Saturday. Everton have already won, obviously against Arsenal. When we always need a team to do us a favour and win, particularly a team like Arsenal, fly in at the top. They go to Everton, who haven't won since October, and lose. Liverpool aren't doing us any favours, losing 2-0. Wolves currently, let's wait and see where this ends up. Leicester winning as well at the moment. So we're, I think, sitting in about 16th at this moment in time. It could all change, of course, in the second half. Let's wait and see. But we're here to talk about Leeds against Forest. So Leeds, it's we need a win. We need a win. Let's not beat about the bush. We need to start getting results now. Obviously, it was a good January window. But with no wins in 6, I think, Premier League games, isn't it, at the moment? No wins ourselves since November the 5th against Bournemouth at Ellen Road. It needs to happen tomorrow, doesn't it? We need a win. And this isn't going to be an easy game against the Forest team under Steve Cooper, who have just started to find a little bit of form now, unbeaten in the last 4 league games and unbeaten at home since September. That's 6 home games without a defeat. And I think they've only lost 2 of the games there all season, not since a 3-2 defeat at the hands of Fulham at the City Ground have Nottingham Forest tasted Premier League defeat in home soil. So it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously, we know about Nottingham Forest. Forest spent not that much, but they bought in, I think it's 30 new players or 26 or something in between, the summer window and the window that's just gone, the January transfer window. They have absolutely overturned their team. And, Steve Cooper, clearly, obviously, why would he? He wouldn't know his best team, would he? They've bought in loads of players. They've got a lot of injuries, incidentally, including Chris Wood, who won't play, I don't think, against us. I think John Joe Shelby, who's just come in from Newcastle, is injured as well. Jesse Lingard is injured. Ryan Yates as well, who's relied on heavily in the midfield, is injured as well. And Awonyu as well, the lad coming in from Union Berlin. He's also injured for this game until March. I think he's injured. So they've got injuries, but they've got a big enough squad to cope with that. Obviously, players like Harry Toffolo and Lewis O'Brien, the 2 lads that came from Huddersfield Town, I think they've been excluded from the Premier League squad going into the second half of the season. So they've got loads of players. Bought in a few in January. Obviously, like I said, Shelby, he's injured. Keylor Navas, the goalkeeper on loan from PSG, I think he'll probably play in this one. You've got, of course, Felipe, the centre-back from Atletico Madrid as well, coming in as well. I think he'll play and make his debut. So they've got players. That Scrapper looks good, doesn't he? The Brazilian lad coming in from Brazil. He looks a decent signing. And yeah, they've got players. Obviously, they brought in Andre Ayew as well. So look, I think he'll probably start as well. It's a difficult one to know who he's going to play with. I think they'll play with a 4-3-1-2 formation, but I don't know. I've no idea. It's impossible with all the players that they've come and they've got. It's impossible to say who they're going to play. As in terms of Leeds, like I said, we need a win, don't we, here? I think McKennie will probably start. Listening to what Jesse was saying, he said he's in contention. I think that means he'll probably start. I think we're going to see the same formation, but I do think McKennie's probably going to take Brendan's place, Aronson in the middle of the, sort of behind the striker, which I think will be Bamford. Obviously, Rodrigo's missing for us in this game. Big loss for us, but I do think this is what I think Marshall go with in this game. I think it'll be Meslier in goal. I actually think it'll be Firpo. Obviously, we're not looking, well, Robin Cox suspended, isn't he? So he can't play. I think it'll be Firpo at left back. I think we'll see um, a centre back partnership. I think it'll be Strauch and Voba. I think Cooper will be on the bench, although Cooper is fit as well. It's pretty much a fully fit squad, other than the main sort of the long term injuries. Somerville is back as well for this one. So I think we'll have right back will be Ayling. I think the two in the middle, obviously Rocker and Adams. Left, Willinonto. In the middle, Weston McKennie making his debut. On the right, I think it'll be probably Rutter. And then up front by himself, I think it'll be Bamford. Obviously, there we've got firepower on the bench, the likes of Harrison, Somerville, Sinisterra. We've got firepower to beat this team. And I think, although they're unbeaten in 6 league games, home league games, I think we'll win this game. It has to be. It has to be because the other teams are picking up points. It just has to be a win for Leeds United. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. It's a 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday at the City Ground. Are you going to this game? Let me know as well in the comments there. But yeah, we have to win. Surely it's got to be something's got to give for Leeds United now. 6 without a win, no wins this year in the league. It has to be tomorrow. It just has to be, with the games going, like I said, as they are at the moment for Leeds as well. Nobody's doing us a favour as it was last season. We need to pull something out our backsides. I don't think we've got enough power in this team now. We've got loads of options, particularly up front. We've added in the defence like Voba. McKennie's a brilliant addition to the team as well. I do think Aronson as well, just on a side note, is he had his appendix out or something like that? So I don't think he's going to be in the matchday squad. But then it's him to come back. There's Rodrigo, who's out till March, and when he comes back, he'll give us a little bit more firepower. But yeah, Forest, it's ridiculous. Any Forest fans watching, how do you feel? Obviously, you've just little upturn in form, 4 without a defeat now, little upturn. But there's so many players coming into your squad. How are you feeling about that? And players, obviously, there's so many injuries as well. You have to take into account as well. It's unbelievable the amount of players have signed, and they just keep going. More and more and more. And let's wait and see how it turns out. But I think we'll just sneak this game. Obviously, last time we played them, nearly 3 years to the day, we played them obviously on the 5th of February, was the 8th of February 2020, when Leeds United last went to the City Ground and lost 2-0. It looked like a detrimental game for our promotion season. Obviously, we ended up getting promoted and only losing one of the final 15 league games, I believe. But this looked like a real pivotal game. We went to the City Ground, we lost 2-0, we played terribly. And it was that interview, the famous now interview of Luke Ayling. He looked absolutely broken when he was answering questions from Brinlaw on that night. Absolutely broken. He was stuttering, he was stammering. And, it looked at that point like we were going to blow it. The gap was, really closing in on us. I think we got a 1-1 draw at Brentford a few days later. It was a midweek game, and then from there we didn't look back, and we ended up getting promoted. Frustrating though that night was. It's been a little bit sort of indifferent, our form at the City Ground over the last sort of few. We've lost a few, we've drawn, we've won, but not since August 2017, I think was the last time that Leeds United went and won 2-0 at the City Ground. Kimaruf and Ajan Alioski getting the goals in that win. Can we do that tomorrow? I think we can. Like I said, Nottingham Forest are just all over the place with who knows what they're going to come with. That's the only thing. How can you prepare for a team that you've got no idea how what personnel they're going to put in to the side? Because your guess is as good as mine for this one. But I think we'll just scrape it. We've got enough quality at the right end of the pitch, at the top end of the pitch, Rutter, you know, I'm excited to see him in a Premier League game as well. Bamford looks like he's fit again, so I think he will start and lead the line, which he does obviously give us more than just his goals, doesn't he? But thank you very much for watching. You let me know in the comments there below how you're feeling about this game, and if you're going any Forest fans, how are you feeling as well? Thank you very much for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.